Go on, mate.
Okay, I'm going to show you the different ways to hold a slingshot. These are three of the main ways. Obviously you can come up with your own different ways of doing it. The first one is the most basic one, which is everybody understands, is the hammer grip. Called so because that's how you'd hold a hammer. It's not favoured among more experienced slingshot shooters simply because the distance between your hand and the top of the forks is greater with this method, meaning there's a longer lever, meaning there's more pressure on the wrist. So you're just going to grip it like a hammer. Make sure the bands are pulling over the top. Pull them back and aim. Okay, that's the most basic way. Then you've got something called a pinch method, where literally you're pinching the slingshot, you get it close to the tips, and then you're pinching the slingshot. It's not as secure around the bottom three fingers like the hammer grip is, but it's not as much strain on the wrist, and your natural pointing finger is closer to the bands. So it's easier when the brain comes to adjust for aiming, it's easier. So same thing, draw the bands back. Sorry, that's a thumb and finger grip. This is a pinch grip. Pinch it, literally, put it back. And then the last most common one is the one that I just kind of did then, which is the natural one for me, which is the thumb and finger brace. Basically, you're going to put the pad of your thumb on the edge of the fork. Same with the pads of your finger. They're going to support the catapult. The finger grip is very much the same to the pinch grip. That's the pinch grip, and that's the thumb and finger support. So you can see that the bottom three fingers are in a similar sort of grip. This one I prefer. You can get your fingers much closer to the tops of the forks. You've got greater control over the frame, and you're just going to aim and then let it go. There are other variations of holding the slingshot, and there's other ones that are designed in certain ways. One way I've seen people do it is like this. This is particularly dangerous because, I mean, the chances are you probably won't hit your thumb because the projectile is going to travel through here, but you've just increased the chances of hitting your hand, and it's not even that particularly strong, so I really would not recommend that. Just to recap, hammer grip, hammer grip, pinch grip, and finger and thumb support. Cool.
Can we just about the way to hold a ball in the pouch, which you would speak to me about the pinching, more pinching of it than.
When you put the ball in the pouch, like so, obviously you want to make sure it's centre. What a lot of people do is grip the pouch past the ball. Now, that's nice and secure, but it's not the best way. What you want to do is try and get so you're actually pinching the ball. Rather than pinching in front, pinching the actual ball. The reason you do this is because you want a clean release as possible. So what I do is I just grip with my finger and thumb, and I let my other three fingers stick out like this, like I'm like a posh person drinking a cup of tea. And then when I draw it, it gives me a nice clean release. So obviously how smoothly the ball or the projectile releases from the pouch is a lot to do with the grip. If you grip it too tight, you can end up twisting the ball inside, so when it comes out at a funny angle. It's what they call the speed bump effect, where you pinch it and you kind of twist it a bit. You don't want to do that if possible. You want a nice light grip pinching the ball, so as you can see, when I release it, it's going to open easily rather than grabbing like that.